Leary is originally from Los Angeles, California. She currently resides in Portland, Oregon. Dr. Leary holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Communications from Portland State University, a Master's degree in Social Work, a Master's degree in Psychology from Pacific University, and a PhD in Social Work Research from Portland State University. She has worked in the field of social work for over 20 years. Her professional work includes extensive specialized work with adolescents and adult male and female prostitutes, homeless youth, children with emotional disorders, adults with long-term mental illness, and at-risk minority children and adults. Dr. Leary provides training and counseling and working with minority inner-city children and youth who are at risk for dropping out of school, becoming involved in criminal activity or gangs, and are prime candidates for premature sexual activities and drug abuse. In addition to these services, she works as a consultant to the public and private organizations where she provides training and cross-cultural sensitivity, AIDS awareness, human resource management in multi-ethnic settings, managing change, and sexual harassment and discrimination. Dr. Leary has pioneered research in the explanatory theory, post-traumatic slave syndrome, which addresses the residual impacts of trauma on African descendants in the Americas. In addition, she has developed a culturally based educational model for working with children and adults of color, which is currently being implemented in Portland public schools. She has recently created the African American Male Youth Respect Scale, an assessment instrument designed to broaden our understanding of the challenges facing these youth in an effort to prevent their over-presentation within the justice system. Dr. Leary currently serves as an assistant professor at the Graduate School of Social Work in Portland State University. I had a chance to meet Dr. Leary just before this program began, and to meet her family. And it's so good to see all of them here to come and to support their wife and their mother and their loved one. And this sister, and also just listening to her tapes, learning more about her just from reading, has a message to share with us. It's not a popular message, because anything that comes out of our mouth is never going to be popular with America. But it is a message that must be told. And as I listened to her talk, as I listened to the CD, I heard the words of a prophet speaking. Someone talking to us about what has been done to us. And so I'm going to ask now that you listen intently to our sister as she comes and not only speaks from the depths of her heart, but also speaks from true scholarship, using her keen mind to address issues that affect us. So now we're going to welcome to the Abyssinian Baptist Church, where our pastor is Dr. Calvin Obutz III, our sister, Dr. Joy Leary.
I guess I'm on. Okay. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to Dr. Butts and to the Abyssinian family. I want to also take this opportunity to acknowledge my rock and my friend, my soulmate, my husband, Ellis Ray Leary, my daughter, Nicole Leary, and my granddaughter, Naya. I am honored to be here. I know on whose shoulders I stand, and I know who came before me in this very place, and so I am honored and humbled. I would like to do something I don't ordinarily get a chance to do in most of my arenas where I'm doing this talk. I'd like to say a prayer. And the reason Not that prayer needs a reason, but I think you should know the reason why I want to say a prayer. I think a lot of times when people get up behind mics and they get in front of people, they start thinking it's coming from them. And I'm very careful about making certain that I can get joy out of the way. And we all have an ego, we all have all that stuff going on, and I knew, especially after hearing the wonderful brother introduce me, that I needed to say a prayer so that I could be in the right attitude. So I'm going to say a prayer. Oh God, make me as a teacher in thy cause. Cause my mouth to utter the wisdom of thy ways. Make me wise, kind, good, and understanding. Give me the courage of thy martyrs, the patience of thy saints, and the knowledge of thy chosen ones. Make me as a fire that will burn through the darkness of man's ignorance, a flag that will fly above his weakness, and a song that will sing and echo through despair. And beloved Father, all I can return for these many gifts is a love so great, it threatens to tear me in two. I love thee from the innermost corners of my love. I beg for the priceless favor of being allowed to serve thee. All that my heart is crying and my words cannot express, I know thou, Heavenly Father, understandest. I can say no more. You know, one of the things that, this is a subject that I don't often have an opportunity to talk about at length, especially to an audience like yourselves. And so it's going to be a journey of sorts through a lot of different areas. Some of them very thick in terms of literature. Others are going to definitely touch different aspects of you and of me. But I'd like to begin by looking at the occasion, Dr. Martin Luther King, and understanding the journey I'm going through. And I'm going to go through a journey that begins with love, that moves through truth, that leads to justice, and ultimately to healing. One of the things that I think is very important about what Martin Luther King, his dream of love, tried to establish, and that love is such a powerful force. As a matter of fact, I believe it is love that causes the atoms in the universe. They don't know why they attract. The reason why they attract is because of love. It has both a physical property and power and a spiritual one. I think when we look at the notion of truth, truth is so fundamental to every aspect of who we are that I often begin every talk that I have with this statement, that I believe that truthfulness is a foundation of all human virtue.